During the time of a dark age, Elizabethan theatre brought entertainment and excitement to the hearts of London society. In the late 16th century, all types of classes visited the public theatre. Theatre became central to the Elizabethan social life. It represented the whole spectrum of London society. The love of the theatre brought all the classes together, and because of the insatiable desire of the people for new plays, acting companies flourished. It was so popular because it provided the people with an afternoon of boisterous fun. Even though the theaters were small, loud, and dirty, it would attract audiences as large as 3,000 people. Vendors would sell beers, oranges, and apples, and all sorts of things at the performances. Even at times, the audience would throw those things at the actors on stage. Sometimes the actors would talk to the audience, including them in the performance. The audiences were able to participate in them, and this made it more entertaining for the people. When Elizabeth I came to the throne in 1558, there was no specially designed theatre buildings in England. Bands of actors would tour the country and perform in a wide variety of different places. Sometimes they would have to build different stages and scenery to perform certain. Because of all these difficulties, acting companies were usually small and mobile. Women were not allowed to perform on stage at that time. It was against the law. Because of this, small boys would play the female parts in the plays. Scholars say because of this fact, the romance between the actors or characters was very chaste. Sometimes there was more roles in a play than the number of actors. Because of this, actors were required to perform numerous roles in one single play. The actors had to make it obvious to the audience. They had to change their costumes, their attitudes, and their acting styles. They had to convince the audience that they were a new person every single time. There are many, many more interesting facts about Elizabethan theatre, but the most important one was that theatre gave the gentry and the commoners something in common. Like Hathaway said, there was no regulation by price or by the exclusion of certain social groups. Everybody was allowed to go. Nobody was excluded, no matter rank, money, class, anything. The love of the theatre unified them. It unified London society.